running out of time. We're back to our special Time to Be Heard content and character, how we break the cycle of poverty in the African-American community and how we stop the cycle now that is spreading like cancer throughout our society. We go to Jerome here. Jerome.
Abortion. Abortion has killed more black babies than Robert Byrd and the KKK ever imagined. But would you hear or have President Obama or Eric Holder have a rally outside of an abortion clinic? No, because unfortunately, our president doesn't even want his own daughters punished with a baby. So we can't look to most of black leadership to lift the black community out of this. We need to look to Martin Luther King, a man that fought against the moral authority in the 50s and 60s that was racist. It was largely Democrat Party mandated racism, and this man marched, you know, with him and others and freed. It was a cultural shift because we are at war. We are at war right now.
But we're really at a war, Kevin, with a war of words, and I think those words are going to start losing. I think they already have. They have no meaning anymore.
Well, the problem is that we've got, you know, 95% of blacks voting monolithically, and they want to get the other 5%. Ask yourself that question: what is the need to get people like us wrangled in on this other side? Why can't we, you know, separate our vote?
I mean, how has that manifested itself with them trying to get?
Well, the problem is that it's become a cancer because once they've gotten us wrangled in, we've talked about illegal immigration. What's the next step? Let's get these people monolithically voting this way and thinking this way. And then the cultural shift is let's become a socialist nation, and nobody's willing to work for anything.
You were saying, Marcel, about that it's difficult to have any kind of monolithic thinking, because we were talking during the break that you could switch over here or over here. We've seen that both the Republicans and the Democrats, they're about power.
That's right.
And so it doesn't matter which direction you go. It has to be empowering the individual, and it's good to be working together and being a group, but you must still be an individual that thinks for themselves.
Very quickly, I want to say that I hear this now all the time. Somehow, if we were not Democrats and we were Republican, things would be different. But I come from Republicans who turned Democrat. Things were bad for them when they were Republicans, and things were bad for them when they were Democrats.
As an individual.
But things are better for you when you think for yourself.
Right. Absolutely. That's what it
and it's a thinking for yourself that makes a difference. It really does not have a party assignment.
When you give your soul away and your mind away and your brain away, you know, and Martin Luther King gave a speech in Riverside Church April 4th, 1967, 1 year before he was killed, assassinated. And it was against the war. He said that we have taken away their most prestigious, their most cherished things of these people, the family and the village. Think about this. The way we have gone about our lives, we have let big government, liberal thinking take away our most cherished things as a race, our family and our village. And it's time for us to get it back.
Back in just a second. Just a couple of final thoughts. We were just sitting here and chatting in the break, and Charles said, you know, tell the story about keeping it real.
No, I mean, the idea that we all should think the same, and we heap that upon ourselves. We talk about content and character, but black people put pressure on each other. Hey, you're not keeping it real. Like, we all have to think the same way.
And it's funny because the thing I try to teach my children is don't think like anyone else.
Right.
Think outside of the box. America, we'll see you again from New York. Good night.